I went from cooking in my home kitchen to spending 30 days staging in a Michelin-star restaurant in Italy. I'm gonna take you through the experience, from morning prep to afternoon staff meals, all the way through to service. There's time management, serious attention to detail, and when people are coming in to pay crazy money for their meal, everything must be fucking perfect. It all started with day one. I'm walking to work 7:30 in the morning in Lecce in southern Italy. I have no idea what to expect. So I've been waiting for this day for 6 months. Today is my first day staging at Bro's Michelin kitchen. I'm thinking we'll spend the first 15 minutes doing greetings and salutations, but no, they throw me right into the fire and tell me to make brioche. I don't bake. So I'm handed this recipe, and the fact of the matter is, with baking, it kind of has to be pretty precise. So I had no idea how to follow this, not to mention the recipe was in Italian. And there's no instruction on timing. It's all about touch. And so I'm sitting there using Google Translate, taking pictures of it, trying to figure out what the hell I'm doing. I forgot to put the yeast in. Forgot to put the yeast in. After spending 2 hours trying to figure this out, I find myself standing there with a bunch of dough that looked like shit. Turns out they knew I was gonna screw this up and already had a backup dough sitting on the side ready to bake. I had already fucked something up, and I'm sitting there wondering, what am I doing here with 29 days remaining? And this was 2 hours into day one. I was thinking that this fuck up would cost me my opportunity to work there. It's so important to the team to have camaraderie and a team spirit. You can't put together a 23-course tasting menu without a strong team. I want to know that everyone knows that they can rely on me, and I'm sitting there with the deepest imposter syndrome you can imagine. We're there at staff meal, and I'm sitting there with all the other stagios. Everybody is looking at me like I'm some Instagram chef, and I needed them to know I could hold my weight. So I come in day two and make the most perfect brioche. You should have seen it. It was golden brown on top. It rised just the right amount. It was utter perfection. I bring it over to the chef, so proud of myself. She looks at me, nods once, and says, now go make 18 bao buns. And right then, it dawns on me. Perfect is just the barrier to entry. And rightfully so. When you've had a Michelin star for 7 years, there is no room for mistakes. But in that moment, I felt accomplished, and I knew I had what it takes. So day three rolls along, I show up, and the only thing I'm focused on is just trying not to fuck up. I'm telling you, it is not as glamorous as it looks on TV. But the fact of the matter is, I'm built for this shit, and I'm grateful for the opportunity. Until Sunday, cleaning day. Every single inch of that kitchen had to be cleaned. Every cabinet was emptied, every pantry item wiped clean. The shelves were taken out of the walk-in, scrubbed, cleaned with alcohol, and put back in. By the time we were done, it was 2 o'clock in the morning. There was like a semblance of purposefulness that I had there. There's a respect for the kitchen, there's a respect for the craft. It's actually a difficult thing that I try to explain to my friends. I walked home happy thinking about what I had just accomplished. What you come to appreciate is that kitchen is your office. Everything needs to be in the right place, everything must be spotless. So I make it through week one, and luckily I didn't make too many more mistakes, but I get this weird feeling that everybody hates me. Look, it was challenging, mostly because I was just there to learn, and everybody else was there to make this their career. They were either in culinary school or were staging there because they had the dream of running a Michelin kitchen. They think I'm just some Instagram chef that has no business cooking in the kitchen with them. But the fact of the matter is, I spend every single day cooking, and I knew I could get the job done. One of the things that was keeping me going was that my girl was about to arrive. And after she got there, I felt so happy. I would come back to homemade meals every night, and she'd be having a blast in the kitchen, just waiting for me to get home. And this is why we do what we do. She'd spend 3 hours in the kitchen making me braised chicken just to see the look on my face when I got home. And honestly, her there supporting me like this was exactly what I needed to get me through the next couple weeks. And I think that helped me develop some camaraderie with the team, because after 14 days of maybe screwing only a couple things up, I think I started to earn their respect. And while I really didn't understand much of what they were saying to me, I could tell that we were starting to form a little bit of a bond. While I'm just beginning to develop some camaraderie with the team. It's basically the end of the month and I'm just starting to hit my stride. I feel like I was fucking crushing it. I start to understand the importance of having attention to detail and not to start one project before finishing the first. And after one last Sunday clean, it was time to come home. And I learned so much during this experience. I will never sit at another restaurant without thinking about every step that goes into each bite that I have. I made some memories that I will never forget and some friends that speak Italian. In fact, the next Sunday after I got home, I FaceTimed the team just to check in on their Sunday clean. Chef Floriano, Chef Isabella, thank you. Chef Yuri, thank you so much. Alessio, Ricardo, Lucia, Martina, Kosuke, thank you. I will never forget this.